Someone just asked us a question on Quora, and I gave a very short answer about John and his mother Julia. And even though John said the answer is correct, technically correct, I want to elaborate on it just a little bit. Okay. So the question was, do you think John Lennon's life would have been terribly different, or in what way, if Julia had not died tragically? His mother Julia been hit by a car and died when John was just a teenager, right? And I initially said to Lena, my life would not have been very different. I would have gone the same trajectory, rock and roll and so on, right? However, she would have been intrusive. She had that in her. And my fame would have attracted her greatly. And I could see her becoming one of these kind of showbiz moms, like inappropriate, somehow kind of pushing her weight around. She was not a shrinking violet. She was not a delicate person. She was demanding. She liked attention from men. She was inappropriate with men, including my friends. When I just started gaining popularity in the clubs just before she crossed over, just before she was killed, and she showed up at a couple of shows, of course. You know, it was a big happening in our little burg there in Liverpool, and you could see that she was fancying, I would say, getting up on stage herself. And I think it would have come to that point that she would have insinuated herself into my life, not in a attractive way. And I would have been compromised by her demands, because I was always compromised by her demands. So I don't know if you can look at that as a bad or a good thing. It doesn't seem good looking at it that way, but in my way of interpreting her personality from the way her behavior back then, she ignored me as a child. As I was growing up as a child, she ignored me and allowed my older sister to take custody of me. Her older sister, if I didn't already say that, Mimi, to take custody of me. And she only started becoming interested in me when I was becoming an attractive young man who had attractive young friends as well. Very flirtatious. She was a manipulative person. She was a charmer, and she confused me, and I was to be forever confused by her behavior. And that's the answer, really. So if you could just attach this addendum. Okay, Johnny, I will. Attach this addendum, the video itself, to that question, because the answer we gave was too short. Yeah, okay. I will do that right now. All right. Love you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your answer. And let's not forget, Julia is currently reincarnated as a girl who's a couple of years younger than I am right now. A woman who's a couple of years younger. Woman living in Germany. And we have all the information on Julia in our blog. If you check our blog, there's a thing about Julia in there. All right, honey. I love you. I love you too.